What's up, everybody? It's Blake Anthony. Welcome to the post-game edition of Bucs versus Bengals preseason game one at home in the rain after the storm. Bucs lose 19-14, but it's preseason. I'm Blake Anthony, and this is Sports Top 49. So let's just jump right into it. Hamilton leads the team in tackles with 7 tackles, total tackles, 6 solo, and a tackle for loss. They say they gave him credit for the fumble earlier. We'll get into that. The Bengals come out with a turnover-loaded game, fumbles, interceptions, all over the place. It was just a very turnover-led game. Granted, good thing it's early football, and it's a little sloppy. We're plugging these guys in with pretty vanilla schemes. But let's just roll into it here, and we'll start from the top. The quarterback position. Tom Brady takes a sack. He knew the defender was coming free and folded early. Bruce Arians said it was a very move, but it was very scary that coming through, beating Tristan Wirfs and Alex Kappa on the right side. Brady knew he was going to get hit. Threw the ball, got himself down, tried to put himself out of harm's way. But for a brief moment, I knew all Tampa Bay Buccaneers fans were nervous that Tom Brady could be hurt and the few plays he played in the preseason. Now, with that being said, let's move on to the other quarterbacks. Blaine Gabbert, 6'11", 64 yards, no touchdowns, no turnovers. Kyle Trask must have waited. Very underwhelming game. 4 completions for 15 attempts, 35 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Shocker one here. Ryan Griffin, the preseason hope. The hype man usually comes in preseason games and plays fairly well. He went 6 for 11, 47, but shockingly, it was 2 interceptions. Granted, he takes some risks, and he's been on this team for a very long time. Is his roster spot in jeopardy? Who knows? Keyshawn Vaughan, remember pregame what we talked about. I expect to see a lot of Keyshawn Vaughan. He produced 11 carries, 27 yards, and a touchdown. First touchdown of the game. Keyshawn Vaughan came in, got the first TD of the matchup. Got the first TD of the game, plugged himself in, fought his way into the end zone, and it builds a great confidence breaker. Mind you, he changed his number to 21 as well. But Keyshawn Vaughan getting that chance to come out here and play early and to get those carries that were taken away last year due to COVID-19. And so now these guys get those preseason games, those second-year guys, and you get to see how they're going to perform, being pretty much the bell cow guys majoritarily in these preseason matchups. Moving on. I can't go without pointing out Agency One Sports Group, top guy, one of their top guys, and team captain for 10 years, Super Bowl champ, should have been Pro Bowl a few more times. Starts off the game early with a turnover. Starts the game over, and that's none other than Levante David coming out early, forcing a turnover early in the game with his legendary strip tackles, and they were able to turn the ball over while Cincinnati was in scoring position and giving the offense the ball back. Great job, Levante. I expect to see that a few more times this season as he comes into his final year of his 2-year extension. Now, as we talk about defense and turnovers, we talked about that. Secondary got quite a few of them. A pick 6 by Hagan. Hagan was second on the team in tackles. We'll talk about another forced fumble that happened in that game. Pull this up for you. Another forced fumble. Cincinnati forces the ball down the field in the middle coverage. They forced the fumble and they're able to get a recovery. KJ Britt, who I said earlier, who should have a big game. KJ Britt played very well in this game. Looking forward to seeing more from him and elongated, chances to play. But the secondary really came in this game, forcing multiple turnovers, one via fumble, one via interception. So that's a good sign to see these young guys getting active, knowing the importance of turning the ball over, and while staying healthy, the most important thing, everybody stayed healthy. Unfortunately, one of the roster cuts did come out of the secondary, and that was Kinley, Navy, that got the waiver. The young guy out of Navy, he got cut today. So the secondary is really packed back there. So especially now with Ross Cockrell moving to safety, he played safety as well. So it's interesting to see all these pieces move around. So you're going to have to really play well to make this team because there really are no open spots for debate for guys to come in half A and make this roster. You got to be pretty much contributing to this team from start to finish. And speaking of start to finish, we couldn't go without seeing the great first round draft pick and rookie, 32nd overall in the 2021 draft, Joseph Tryon, a.k.a. Joey T, Joe Money, Joe Moneybags, Joey Cash, whatever you want to call him, T Money, Tyrannosaurus Rex, whatever you want to call him. He didn't disappoint. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. How the hell does that guy fall all the way to the 32nd pick? Thank you to all the 31 other teams and the teams that had got to pick multiple times in the first round. He falls all the way to the 32nd pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Super Bowl champ, for defending Super Bowl champs with a loaded defensive line, returning 22 starters, and you get a guy at the 32nd pick that doesn't even require to start right away. He could continue to get healthy and continue to learn from veterans. Damn it, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have finally done the things I've talked about for years. You set a rookie up for success in the future. You set him up in a system where he can learn from veterans. He can learn from Jason Pierre-Paul. He can learn from Shaq Barrett. He can learn from the Ndamukong Suh. He can learn from Vita Vea. They finally had a system where guys are not forced to play from the very time they get to the Buccaneers all season and forced to become the guy when they don't have to. He can come out and show out without having to worry, without having to living up to expectations. He can come out there and play. And damn it, didn't he do it? Check this out. He came right out right away and performed how a first-round pick, a top 10 player should have. He came out here. Now, granted, it was a unnecessary roughness, whatever. That's a great play. Beat an NFL offensive tackle and went in there and made a great play. Fortunate, it got taken away. Again, it's preseason. It does not matter. It's just look at the technique on Joe, and we'll break down his performance later on when I do my perspectives, and you're looking for the winning angle and all those things coming in. You're not going to really get the winning angles while in preseason because there really are no game plans and things like that, just expectations of rookies. So it's going to be a little bit different spin for the winning angle coming into the season. With that being said, damn it, thank you to NFL teams for letting Joe Tryon fall to the 32nd pick because for damn sure that guy should have won at least the top 20. Your fault. They shooting. Oh, they made you look. You're a slave to a page in the rhyme book. Joe Tryon is a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Keep doing it, Joey T. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh, I like that nickname. Tyrannosaurus Rex with the sack. Hashtag that. Now, moving on. We talked about turnovers of the game. Both Lavonte David, secondary, the young secondary, Keyshawn Vaughan getting sacks. Jalen Darden, 2 receptions 2019. Giovanni Bernard came out and got a nice reception early. Something we expect. Don't want those guys to get hurt and things like that. Leonard Fournette, what do you guys think about that? Leonard Fournette was the starting back, and then Ronald Jones came in. Do you guys like that? Do you think that's going to change from week in and out? Who knows? I'm looking forward to, more into it when week 1 comes up. That's really where I'm going to come into play with those things. But right now, let's leave it as it is and take it as face value because that's what's going on. But your Tampa Bay Buccaneers left a lot out there to show, a lot of guys to prove for a lot of young guys. A lot of young guys perform well. A lot of guys you want to see more. Khalil Davis is another guy to come out that's going to get more reps next week. He got a couple quarterback hurries and tried to always like a step away from stopping a run in the backfield. I expect to see more out of him coming in these weeks up because he's a guy I know that can really play well. Ran a 4.7 40 in the 2020 draft process. So as a guy, I think he could get after the quarterback and help run. He just got to tweak some things and get more reps because he didn't have a chance last year besides the Kansas City game to really showcase his skill. KJ Britt is another guy. You give him more time, more reps, I think he's going to do really well. I want to get you the stats for him if you give me a second here. Chris Wilcox had 2 tackles, 2 solo tackles, a guy I had right here on the show. Give me 1 second for KJ Britt. Yes, he had 3 tackles, 2 solo tackles. I expect he had fumble recovery, so I expect to see a lot out of him. He's a great leader, but I can't go without also saying Jones with the pick 6 earlier in the game. Linebacker spots, there's definitely some wiggle room there. Not sure how's it going to go with Kevin Minter, KJ Britt, Lavonte David, and of course Devin White. So the middle linebacker spot, there's a lot of battling going on there, and that's good to see. Good to see healthy competition. Congratulations, Jones, for having that pick 6 in that game. I'm sorry I didn't have the highlight pulled up for you because I should have. So that's on me, not you. Great play coming out there, giving a pick six in your first preseason game. Another big shout out I have to give out to is, not a shout out, somebody I want you to keep on the radar, another Agency One Sports Group guy, Elijah Ponder. The second I saw them pick him up on this team and I saw them move him to outside linebacker, it looks like he lost some pounds. He's actually looking slim, but he's an interesting guy that could play multiple spots on the defensive line if needed be, just like Joey Tyrannosaurus Rex. He could play all over the defensive line, and he came out there showcasing he could stop the run as well as get after the passer. Looking forward to seeing what he can do in pass coverage if asked to do so, but he's a guy who's going to have to learn things on the fly and use his athletic ability to showcase why he belongs on this roster. That's all I got for you today. Look forward to seeing Jared on here talking about Jags and Jaguars. Look forward to seeing me and Allison talk about What the Football for episode 2, numero dos, not numero uno, but numero dos. Me and Allison going to talk about Steelers, going to talk about what in the hell is going on, what the football with stuff that's going on in the league, or all over, because What the Football moment doesn't discriminate against one sport. It can go against all of them, but it's What the Football. Check that out when that episode 2 comes out with Allison, and check out Jared as well. That's all I got for you guys for post-game. Looking forward to seeing week 2. I'll do my pregame to that and let you know who to look for in that matchup. What do you think about some of the other matchups? Hit the like button, subscribe, and check out all my shows coming here this year. You never know who I'm going to have on the show. We just had Big Nasty on here. Check out his charity. Check out all the stuff right here, especially coming my way, because I definitely get involved in the charity in the community, the Tampa Bay community area. So, well, that's as we always do. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you, guys. God bless. And as always, fire those cannons.